Hey everyone, it's your girl Tara Michelle. Welcome to or welcome back to my channel, Opinionated Scents, our safe space to discuss all things fragrance, whether we like them or not. So who's ready for the follow-up? The recap of Kayali's invite only Amber 23. So I want to start off by saying that I still love this fragrance and I do believe that I'm going to get a larger bottle. I do want to say that I am biased, guys. I'll tell you why. I believe this is going to be my new Delina. Delina was my first niche fragrance and it opened up a whole new world to me, and it also changed my scent palette because I had never ever, I can't even remember a fragrance that was so tart and so dry and beautiful to me. So it helped me evolve. Well, this is another one that's doing that. This is one that is walking me into a world that I have been terrified of, that I just knew I would never like and never want to be a part of, and that's the world of spicy fragrances. So I asked the question in my community tab and I said, hey, recommend some spicy fragrances, beginner friendly, feminine fragrances. And the majority of the ones you named, I absolutely hate them. So this one here makes me feel safe. The Symbol Royal makes me feel safe. These are ones that I can do. So I definitely want to play with this more, get used to it, and maybe grow into a love of spicy fragrances, because these Tom Fords and these Chanels, these Norfems, and not guys, it's not happening. Oh, and a Crystal Noir, stop. The Eau de Parfum and the EDT, never. This one here, this is my spicy baby. This is gonna get me through. So I'm gonna purchase a bigger bottle, but with that being said, I have to keep it honest with you. I'm going to talk about all realms, areas, pieces, and parts of this. So I want to start off with the one con that there is, because why hold on to that? I don't need to sugarcoat and do any of that mess to butter you up. That's what I'm looking for any reason, because I didn't make this. I'm not getting any profits off of it. So let's start off with the one thing that I find to be the biggest issue for others, not for me. If you're looking, because this does ring true to being more fall winter, if you're looking for a diva mode, beast mode fragrance, this is not that. If you are looking for longevity to be 8 to 10 to 12 hours, this is not that. It can be if you're willing to top up every 2 to 4 hours, then you can make anything a beast mode fragrance, really, or almost anything. But for those of you who are paying attention to the name, I do believe Emmy brought this up in her video. And it was just a beautiful concept. Superior branding and marketing, if this is what Mona meant when she named it. But it's invite only, Amber 23, okay? We know the 23 means how many times she sent it back to perfect it. But the invite only part is what gets me. Invite only means this is just for you because I invited you in close enough to smell me, to experience this. That's some real sexy and sensual stuff. This may be a date night fragrance. Look at her pictures. She looks gorgeous, like she's waiting on somebody to come snatch her up and make her a snack and a full course meal and a dessert. You know what I'm saying? Entree, appetizer, whatever, all of it. So maybe that's what this is. And last time I checked, you don't need a 10 to 12 hour lasting fragrance for a date night. Usually you have dinner and a movie, or maybe, dinner and some dancing, 2 to 4 hours. That's what you're going to get out of this. And then you can always have it in your purse and top up. Now, when you originally spray this is allowed. It is all encompassing. It is filling the room. You're going to smell this. So if you want to make a huge impact, spray it on yourself in the car right before you walk into the building at work. Baby, they are going to smell you and they're going to love it, unless they're haters. So that's not necessarily true. Some people just don't like spicy fragrances. That doesn't make them a hater. So don't go to work and call nobody no hater, y'all. But that first burst of energy, that first 2 hours max, it's just so beautiful with the cherry, with the cinnamon. Once you get to that 2 hour mark, it starts to sit closer to the skin, and the cinnamon and the patchouli are the star of this for me. So you lose the cherry around the 2 to 3 hour mark. The colder it is in your building, the longer the cherry lasts is what I have come across. The hotter it is, if you're outside wearing this, the cinnamon eats that cherry up almost immediately, probably 45 minutes to an hour, and it's a wrap on the cherry. So if you want it for the cherry note, you're going to love it at the beginning, but you're going to have to keep topping up to get it back, or you're going to have to pair it with something like Pop's Cherry from Dua or Tom Ford's Lost Cherry. Another note, so that I don't forget, I should have written this stuff down, but I paired this with Pinkberry Clouds from Bath and Body Works. And even though I smelled amazing, the spun sugar and strawberries and things like that and that lotion changed this too much. This is the star for me. So if you are going to layer this, in my opinion, just for me, because I really am loving this fragrance, I would stick with just something that brings out a stronger cherry note and doesn't deviate too much. So like a single note cherry note, or Dossier's Oriental Cherry, something that focuses on the cherry and not too much of anything else, because you don't want it to steal the power of the cinnamon and the patchouli if you like spicy fragrances. And you definitely do not want to do anything to alter the dry down too much. Oh my goodness. So there have been so many comparisons made regarding this. I named a few fragrances myself. I've been hearing Tom Ford's Tobacco Vanille and Velvet Teddy by MAC. If it smelled like either one of those, I wouldn't like it. I can't, no, I don't agree with that comparison at all, thankfully. However, some do. And then you also have Kilian's Angel Share, which is solely in the dry down. Nothing about the opening or the mid of this is like Kilian's Angel Share. So this is so opposite of linear. I mean, this is just so versatile, so ever-changing, so brilliant. You get this cherry, benzoin, patchouli, oud in the opening, and then it just gives you this beautiful, like slightly floral, strong, potent cinnamon in the mid, which is where people think it smells unisex. I do believe that the opening and the mid can be considered a unisex type of fragrance. The dry down is 100% feminine to me though. There's no way around it. I just love it. And even when the dry down compares or vibes to Kilian's Angel Share, it isn't boozy. So that's the difference. This is more delicate. That's when you're going to get the vanilla, you're going to get the musk, you're going to get the sandalwood, you're going to get the amber. And it is beautiful, but it is an absolute skin scent. So to get to that level, you can't be topping up every 2 to 4 hours. You'll keep, taking yourself back to the opening. So if you want to get to that dry down, baby, hit that 3 to 4 hour mark. And that's when you want to be in your most intimate setting. So you spray this on and go and have dinner. By the time dinner is over and you're ready to go cuddle up and maybe, have his arm around you and cuddle you in for a movie, that's what he's going to get. That Kilian Angel Share vibe. But to me, again, it's its own. It's not boozy. So it's more feminine. It's more inviting. It's more sexy and innocent with the sexiness. Not just overtly, I'm going to manhandle you later on tonight. More like, I want you to, come and get me, whatever. We're going to stay on track. So I've covered the longevity or the lack thereof. And for the price point, that is the only con I really see for people who do not want to have to purchase a perfume that they're going to have to consistently keep topping up for that price. You guys are the group that may have a problem with this. If you don't mind spending $100 on something that you really, really like and you're into spicy fragrances, or you're looking for a fragrance to help you walk into spicy fragrances, then this just might be for you. I will always recommend you try it out first in the smaller size and then get a bigger size if it works for you. I've gone over the fact that yes, I do agree that the top and the mid can be considered unisex and the base to me is 100% feminine. I've gone over the fact that the name and the branding and the marketing might explain why this isn't lasting 8 to 10 to 12 hours. This could be a sultry, simple, easy, sexy date night fragrance that is only supposed to last for 2 to 4 hours. That way you don't smell like this strong, permeating, just, heat-seeking missile by the time it's time to chill out and get close. Because that can be headache-inducing to a man. That can be nauseating to a man. You want it to lighten up as the mood gets a little deeper and darker, if you know what I mean. I really do enjoy and like this fragrance. So for me, it's not a problem. I also know that, again, you normally want a Diva Mode or a Beast Mode fragrance when it's fall or winter. And the cherry note leaves sooner the colder that it is for me. So again, be ready to layer with a cherry fragrance if that is what you really want to mix with your cinnamon, because the cinnamon is what's incredible in here. I can't believe how much I like this. I don't know who I am anymore. But yeah, I think I've touched on most of what everybody has asked me about this. So no, it's not a beast mode fragrance, but it's great for what I think it's meant for, which is a date night. And it's sexy. That's all I can say. It's definitely going to be in my fall rotation. I'm going to wear it to work. I don't care. I don't mind topping up, as you see, because I've only had this thing since Friday night. When testing it, I will say moisturize your skin with an unscented lotion. Again, because you don't want to deter, unless you have a cherry lotion, like maybe Japanese cherry blossom would work with this. I don't know. But I tried it without moisturizing my skin, like I sprayed it on one arm with no moisturization. It doesn't last as long or project as well as it does when you have moisturized your skin. So always moisturize your skin before applying perfume to it, you all. Also, it lasts on your clothes because the next day, like when I woke up today, it's on my clothes that I had on yesterday still smelled like it. So if you're a person who sprays your clothes, this is going to last much longer for you. When you walk past people, they're still going to smell you at the 4-hour mark and even that 6-hour mark. It is your skin that it becomes a skin scent on. It calms down, relatively quickly on your skin. But for those of you who are like me and you spray your clothes, you're going to be okay. I will still be topping up at the 4-hour mark because it's just me, unless I was using it for a date night. Then I would just spray it on and leave the house. I wouldn't even take it with me. I don't need to top this up because it is way too powerful and potent to just go from sitting there and being comfortable and chill to coming out smelling like you obviously just went in and resprayed some stuff. I just think that that's a little uncouth for a date. I'm not doing that. That's me, but not judging you. Do what you want to do. So I like it. I'm going to keep it in my collection and see where it leads me on this journey into spicy fragrances. If you guys have any other questions that I did not answer, I think I answered the big ones. Of course, you know the price. I think I know what it's for, the longevity and the projection, the season, if it does. Oh, and this is just one more thing I want to say to the people who are like, I already own all those fragrances that you named. Or I don't want something that smells like everything else. Look, when you have a collection the size of mine, you're going to be really hard pressed to find something that doesn't remind you of something else. It is not a dupe for any of the fragrances that I just named and that other people in my comment section have named. But if you want to take the price of Kilian's Angel Share, the price of Tonka Imperial or Spiritueux de L'Avenir or Tobacco Vanille for those people who smell that, or Tom Ford's Lost Cherry. Add all those prices up and tell me if you want to purchase all those individually and try to spray them all on you to get this here, or if you're fine with just spending $100 on this one. Make it make sense for me, guys. Like, it is what it is. I can agree that if you are on a budget and you don't have a lot of money to splurge and you want something like you only have a few perfumes, so this is something you need, a fall winter fragrance that's going to last all day and last you the whole season, this might not be for you. But if you can afford to get you a nice date night fragrance, hell, if you're just going to use it for a date night, you can get this size. How many date nights do you go on? I mean, this will still last you for an entire fall season. But it's up to you. It's your money, your coin, your wallet. It's also your nose and your collection. So this is just my point of view. I'm rocking with it. If you have any other questions for me, put them in the comments. I love to talk to you guys. While you're here, do not forget to like this video. Also, subscribe to my channel. Join the Terror Squad. We have so much fun here. Don't forget to share my video with all of your friends. Tell them about me. Also, click the notification bell so that you never miss any of my future uploads. Guys, we're at 3.5K. I started this channel on September 25th last year. I would love to make it to 4K by before I hit a year, or even on the day I hit a year. So please continue to keep talking about me, telling your friends and family, share my videos on all your social media. I see you guys sharing me in your stories on Instagram. I love you so much. Thank you so much. It's been a wild ride, guys. I love it. I love it. So until then,